Hey you guys, welcome to the after show. I'm Caroline Summers, here to answer any questions you have. We're talking about gut renew today. Gut renew, in case you haven't heard about the phenomenon known as gut renew. Suzanne got her new setup today. It looks really nice. Thanks for bearing with us. We had a little interim challenges when we were changing the lighting setup, and a lot of you were worried about Suzanne, but she's, as you can see, it was just a lighting issue. So she's back in all of her glory. So they were at Big Al's Bar. If you missed the show, they are available for you to watch. They're posted on Suzanne's account. If you don't know me, I'm Caroline. I'm Suzanne and Alan's daughter-in-law. I'm also the president of the company. And I'm here now to help answer some questions. And since it's Gut Renew Day, I'm gonna actually make you some smoothies. So while we get started, I didn't have that much time to prep today. So this is how my bananas normally look. We put them in a freezer bag. I cut them up beforehand. So you're gonna see the not so pretty version of me banging them together. But bananas are nice because it kind of gives you that milkshake feel in the smoothie. And it makes the Gut Renew tastes really good on its own. It's like a vanilla flavor, so it's a neutral flavor, and whatever you add to it, that's how your smoothie will taste. So this one has wild blueberries in it. I'm gonna do one with wild blueberries, but I think I'm gonna start with strawberry banana today. Okay, so I'm gonna put in some frozen bananas, and that kind of gives you your ice. I actually happen to have like some great strawberries that I got at the farmer's market, and I could just tell I wasn't going to eat them all and I didn't want them to go bad. So I popped them in a little baggie here and I put them in the freezer because I thought, oh, they'll be perfect for my Gut Renew smoothies. Bruce and I have a smoothie. Oh, we have a smoothie every day. At least one. When we're doing the Gut Renew challenge, we have 2 a day. Right now we're on the 1 a day plan. You can use any kind of liquid you like. We like to use like an unsweetened organic, either coconut milk or almond milk. You can use hemp milk. You can use really whatever you like. If you like using dairy, you can use dairy. We usually avoid dairy with Gut Renew because dairy is one of the things that they say is an inflammatory for your guts. When we're trying to calm down and help support a healthy gut, dairy might be something that might be agitating your gut. Maybe not for you. I like to put the fruit in with whatever liquid first and blend that, and then I add the Gut Renew because it makes it not stick to the side of the blender. While that's blending, show you all these incredible ingredients. Harder to see on Instagram, sorry guys. Oh, needs more milk. That was it telling me that I need more milk. Coconut water, yep, you can use coconut water if you want something lower, it's very clean. But sure, coconut water is good. And then I'm gonna use 2 scoops of Gut Renew. So that 2 scoops gives you 20 grams of organic plant-based protein. She's ready. Please protect your hearing. Brenda's worried. It's not that bad. It's just, just blender sound. Okay, so I have my cute little Gut Renew tumbler here. And here comes my awesome smoothie. There we go. So what you get in this smoothie with the Gut Renew, 20 grams of organic plant-based protein. You get a ton of phyto fruits and vegetables. And then immune support from like ginger and sea buckthorn and turmeric, a bunch of, they're all wonderful anti-inflammatories. And then you get all the phyto greens from the fruits and vegetables that are in here. And of course, the gut health nutrients. You have probiotics, prebiotics, trifala blend, marshmallow root extract powder, which is wonderful to help support the lining of the gut. So if you're someone who suffers from leaky gut, you really need to help support the lining of the gut. And it all is in there, and it also has digestive enzymes, and it tastes amazing. That tastes like an amazing strawberry banana milkshake. But you're doing something very good for you. Calories, I can tell you how many calories are in Gut Renew. Gut Renew has 110 calories. It has 0 grams of sugar, and it has 3 grams of carbohydrate. So really it depends on what you put in it. So in order to calculate the calories, you would just look up, I probably added half a banana, maybe a whole banana, and a cup of strawberries. So then you would add, just look on your milk carton. That was 50 calories. So, but we don't really count calories. We're really not about calories. It's just about good nutrients that you're putting in your body. Heather, what is the name of the injection you were on? The one that I'm on is called semaglutide. And I think it's similar to what you're on. What is the flavor of Gut Renew? Gut Renew is a vanilla flavor, and then you add whatever to it you like. I can make a chocolate one today, and then the actual chocolate flavor it should be less than a month now. We think it will be in August. How many times a week should one have a Gut Renew shake? That's up to you. I choose to have one every day because it tastes really good and it makes me feel good. And then I know in the morning I'm at least getting that baseline of I'm getting good protein, I'm getting a lot of good healthy nutrients. So I like to start my day every day with it. Do you sell the Gut Renew tumblers? Yes, we do. They are at SuzanneSummers.com. And the promo code today, you guys, is HEALTH25. Now, some items on our site, like the value size bag of Gut Renew, this is already marked down more than 25%, so you won't need the promo code for that because it's already a deeper discount. And you can use that for any of the other items that are not already discounted. The tumbler, this is the program guide if you want to take the 30-day challenge, or if you just want access to a bunch of these great recipes. We have 30 recipes in here, so you just get a lot of great ideas. That's the strawberry banana that I just made for you. But it's very free form. You can really make whatever you want. And a friend just said, I'm diabetic. So if you're not someone who wants to use a lot of fruit, actually the next shake I'm gonna recommend for you, because we use these wild blueberries, which are very low in sugar because the fiber content in berries is so high that is one good thing to do. You can also use decaf coffee or coffee. You can use, Michelle said she made the peach today. That's awesome. Does Suzanne's calcium clog your arteries like some I heard do? Here's the thing about calcium, Karen, calcium can route 2 ways in your body. It can either go to help building bone, which is of course what we want it to do. But if calcium goes astray, it can deposit in soft tissues such as arteries. So what you want to do is take vitamin K along with calcium. So Suzanne sells one. Vitamin K is like a traffic cop, and what it does is it tells your calcium to go into the path where you want it, which is bone building, and to keep it out of soft tissues such as your arteries. So I hope that's helpful. that is, you know, you want to get your calcium to help build bone and help prevent osteoporosis, especially when it's combined like Suzanne's Bone Care. It has the proper amount of vitamin D in it and the proper amount of magnesium. So it is an important nutrient. Just take the K with it. Scholarly on Instagram, the promo code is HEALTH25. Looking for more of your questions. Are there calories in Gut Renew? I'm doing a fast. No, there are no calories. Nothing notable here. It is the Gentle Colon Renew is vitamin C, vitamin B, magnesium. So the Gentle Colon Renew, as Suzanne explained in her show, this is like a powder that you put into, we like to put it in like a warm water, and you can kind of turn it into like a little fizzy tea. I like to put a little extra lemon in mine. And it has magnesium and vitamin C. So the way it works in your digestive system is it actually helps with the muscles in your colon. So you take this before you go to sleep, and when you wake up, you have a nice, gentle colon renew. So meaning you have an easier and just like easy and efficient poop in the morning. Super easy to take, tastes good. Like I said, you can put a little extra lemon in the tea, and it's just a nice habit to get into. Helps make you more regular. For a lot of people, the Gut Renew is enough, just because there's so many wonderful nutrients in this that help support a healthy gut. Some people also want to add the Gentle Colon Renew. So Carol, I would highly recommend that. And no, there are no calories. Has this healed anyone's leaky gut? I also suffer from it. Deanna, leaky gut takes a long time to heal. Both of my daughters had it, and it's not an easy thing to heal. It took, first of all, we had to take them off all inflammatory foods. So for them, what we did was we took a food intolerance test so that we could find out things that weren't aligned with them. So it's different than an allergy test. Food allergy test, usually that's like, you can do that with a skin pricking, and they see, you know, what histamines your body reacts to. The food intolerance test is actually more sensitive, because it's letting you know what things that your body just doesn't digest well. So for my girls, a whole bunch of things came up: gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, certain nuts. So it was a big list of foods that we took out. So that was step one. You can find the food intolerance test at Life Extension, which is lef.org. And they are a wonderful partner for us. So you can take the test with them and learn about your food intolerances. So that's number one. So for them, you know, we got rid of those highly inflammatory foods. For a lot of people, it's gluten and dairy and eggs. Eggs are a big one for a lot of people. So that's how we started. Then we had to get them a lot of nutrients to help heal that gut lining. And it's the thinnest microscopic little film. And what happens is that if you're eating foods that are toxic or foods that you're not aligned with, it can become perforated. And then your undigested food goes into your bloodstream. Well, what happens then is that your immune system gets worn down, because your body is now fighting this enemy in your blood system. It's just food. You were just giving it to your body for nutrients, right? But your body can't absorb it because of all those perforations in your intestinal lining. So that's what leaky gut is known as. There are things that you can help to repair that leaky gut. We have some of them in Gut Renew. You may also want to talk to your doctor about other things that you can add, because some of the things that you want to add for leaky gut didn't taste, if we added them to Gut Renew, it would have thrown off the profile of the flavor too much. Glutamine is a big one. So they also took a powder substance that had glutamine in it, and it also had some of that marshmallow root extract, which we have in Gut Renew. It had the digestive enzymes, it had prebiotics, it had probiotics. So all those things we tried to put in Gut Renew, but we couldn't get the glutamine in there because, like I said, it doesn't taste good. Slippery elm is another good one for leaky gut. So ask your doctor about those things, and give yourself some good nutrition every day. We really helped rebuild their healthy guts with Gut Renew. And it tastes good. So You know, even if you're trying to give it to kids, you know, it's hard to, excuse me, I'm gonna rinse out my blender here. It's hard to get your kids to eat good nutrition all the time, and it's hard to get them to take things if they don't taste good. So that was where we learned about how important the flavor profile would be for Gut Renew, and it's part of the reason why it tastes so darn good, even though it's packed with so much nutrition. I mean, it's really remarkable. Okay, so I'm gonna make another smoothie. How many grams of sugar will the chocolate Gut Renew have? Christy, we used a slightly different formula for the chocolate Gut Renew, which is coming out in about a month. And it is, I think it has 3 grams of sugar. We used monk fruit and a little bit of Manuka honey to sweeten the chocolate one. In this one, in the original flavor here, we use organic stevia and vanilla, and that's what makes this one taste so good. And a lot of people who don't agree with stevia or don't like the taste of it tell us they can't taste it in this. I'm one of those people. When the manufacturer first said stevia, I was like, nah, I don't want to use stevia. And I tasted it and I was like, I can't even taste it. And it's the organic version, so I feel good about it. How about we make something chocolatey and delicious? How about a chocolate peanut butter? Wow, Terry said, I use Gut Renew 5 times a week and I no longer have bloating, my gas problems, and I have a lot more energy. This is a great product and it really works. Thank you, Terry. It really does. I mean, that's the thing. When your gut health is off, it can throw off so many other things in your body. There's the gut-brain connection that Susanna's taught us about. And if your gut is not working properly, that's where 70% of your neurotransmitters are produced from a healthy gut. So when that gut is off, you're not getting those healthy neurotransmitters that make you feel joyful, calm, stable, happy. So we noticed a ton of mood swings with our daughters when their gut health was so off. But listen, we rebuilt it. One of the only things that I could give them that wouldn't agitate their very delicate systems was organic plant-based protein, the gut health nutrients. And then, of course, I wanted them to get good nutrition, and that's why we put in all these phytogreens like chlorella, spirulina, young alfalfa sprouts, barley grass, wheatgrass, which is no gluten. It's a grass. It's not wheat. All those good gut health nutrients, digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, trifala blend, marshmallow extract powder. Immune support, you've got ginger, turmeric, sea buckthorn, Ceylon cinnamon, and shiitake mushroom, and all these beautiful fruits and vegetable powders and the sea minerals. So it's a totally loaded, wonderful, wonderful product. Okay, how about we make something chocolatey? I know KLC Noni said, oh my gosh, she's saying she agrees with the mood swings. It's true. The gut is, if your gut health is off, it can affect so much of your health. I'm going to put in a little more banana because that's just what's happening today. I'm going to give a spoonful of peanut butter. And until we have our chocolate Gut Renew, I'm going to add, this is just organic cocoa powder. There's no sugar in it. Just organic cocoa powder. And then I'm going to use almond milk for this one. So unsweetened. Remember, when you're looking at any of the dairy-free milks, the plant-based milks, make sure you get unsweetened. And I don't like them flavored either. That's just me. You might decide differently. Okay, here we go with the loud blender again. Sorry. scoops of Gut Renew. It always feels good for me when I have my first Gut Renew, because I know I had that first round of good protein and nutrients. This looks like it's going to be Neapolitan over here. I've got a strawberry. Now I'm adding my chocolate. Here we go. Hard to believe that you're doing something good for yourself with something that looks and tastes this delicious, but it is. Okay, so this is my chocolate banana. Oh my God, it's so good. It's delicious. Let me show you. The recipe is right in here. Oh God, that's so good. This is the mocha whip that when Suzanne talks about her coffee smoothie, it's this one. It's almond milk, cocoa powder. Where is it? Here it is. Almond milk, brewed coffee. You can add a little extra coffee grounds if you want, just for extra flavor. Cocoa powder, a little bit of frozen banana, and the Gut Renew. It's delicious also. I don't know why, but for some reason in the morning I have a fruit one, and in the afternoon I either have the chocolate or the coffee. That just seems to be my... Oh, where's my picture? I'm trying to show you the chocolate banana. Here it is. This is the one we just had, chocolate banana. It's so good. Okay, more questions. Sandra, what if you have lupus? What helps with inflammation and immune support? Sandra, we can't talk about medical conditions specifically when we're talking about supplements or nutrition products like this, but I can talk about inflammation and immune support. And part of the reason we designed Gut Renew is to have anti-inflammatory properties, so that it's very allergy friendly. You'll see it's got no gluten, no dairy, no eggs, no soy, and it's vegan. So all of those things were important to us in making sure that people who have sensitivities would be able to use it. And it is, it is anti-inflammatory, and it has a ton of immune support in it. So if that helps with what you're going through, I would definitely show it to your doctor. I'm glad so many of you are saying how good it tastes. I appreciate that. Strawberry, banana, chocolate. Now, that just makes me Italian. Now I'm making my own Neapolitan in there. Can you take with your regular meds? Sharon, there shouldn't be any conflict with any medications in this. This is nutrition, but always best to check with your doctor or pharmacist. Just bring them the ingredient list, and the ingredients are posted on our website, so you can always find all of the ingredients on the website. Christy is steaming an artichoke with her Provence sea salt rub. Oh, I love that. Terry said, it works. I use Gut Renew. I use it every other day, and I no longer have bloating, and my gassiness has calmed down, and I have less gas and bloating. It's a great product. That's awesome. Would Gut Renew taste good with vegetables such as spinach or kale? Joanne, yes. I actually have some recipes in here with spinach and kale. So you can just add some greens. I like to add it, like I'll make a mango smoothie and add a handful of spinach or kale with coconut milk. It's really good. I find when I make it on camera, it kind of looks like pea soup. So I stopped making it on camera, but I really like the way that it tastes. And it's interesting because you can't taste the greens in it at all. It just makes it kind of fresh. Looking at more of your questions here. Deanna said, yes, dairy, gluten, and eggs. I'm highly sensitive. So many people are now. You know, I think it has a lot to do with our food supply, because Susanna's talked to us a lot about how, you know, our food supply is just much more toxic than it used to be. And I think that's why so many of us are getting gut issues. I know for me, we developed this product really because we had a need in our own family. We're all using it. We've all had issues with stomach upset or gas or bloating. I had found that I was getting, like up here, I was getting stomach bloatiness that was just age related, and I just really couldn't get on top of it. And I'm just so much happier with like my midsection now. It just feels a lot better. Everything just feels better. Jan said it has a nice smooth consistency. Thank you, Jan. Glad you're enjoying it. The regular food markets don't sell wild blueberries. Can you buy them at organic food markets? Janice, I find these at Whole Foods has them. I don't know if you have a Whole Foods near you, but try a Whole Foods if you have one. You can also order organic wild blueberries online. They'll send them to you frozen. Does Suzanne make a no salt, no MSG chicken bouillon? No, I'm sorry, Andrea, we don't. It's a hard thing to find. A lot of people use MSG and chicken bouillon, and they'll also put in autolyzed yeast extract, which is also MSG. So watch for that. And also sometimes you can hide MSG sometimes in natural flavorings as well. It doesn't mean all natural flavoring is MSG, but watch for that. My husband had a knee replacement and is having a tough time going to the bathroom because of the meds. I've started him on Gut Renew, and I just ordered the Gentle Colon Renew to help. I hope that helps. You know, medications can be really hard on the digestive system. Anesthesia is tough. Pain medication is really hard on the digestive system. So definitely recommend the Gut Renew especially when you're, I think anytime you're out of surgery or anytime you are trying to recoup from something, this is such an easy thing to get down. It tastes good, so you know, check with your doctor if you have any concerns. But really, it's such an easy way to make sure you're giving someone good nutrition. You know, a lot of people use those cans of, it's a brand that you've all heard of. It's like a chocolate or vanilla, and it has a bunch of vitamins and minerals in it. And a lot of people give that to people. But this is a clean, it's got all these beautiful organic ingredients in it, and I think it's a much better choice myself. Does Gut Renew help heal ulcers? We can't comment about a medical condition, about anything curing or preventing a medical condition, but I would definitely talk to your doctor to see if this is something that might be helpful for you to eat nutrition-wise while you are, you know, dealing with the ulcer with a medical doctor. There's certainly nothing in here that would inflame a condition like that, but you should definitely talk to your doctor. Rebecca, she puts spinach in hers all the time. That's great. What's for dinner? I know I've been super quiet on Instagram. It's not because I don't miss you guys and love you. I have been actually working on the photos for my cookbook. So I have been cooking up a storm. I just can't share it with you yet. But hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have a cookbook for you. I grew up in California. My family moved to Palos Verdes when I was about 4. Our roots are back east. My dad's side of the family was from Natick, and my mom's side from Wellesley in Massachusetts. I was born in Pennsylvania, and we moved out to California when I was very young. So this has mostly been my home. Antibiotics are also so rough on digestion, and many people post-op protocols that include prophylactic antibiotics. Oh yeah, well that will be hard on your gut. So if you are taking an antibiotic, I highly recommend you get a probiotic. We are out of stock right now on ours. Should be back in a couple of weeks. The manufacturer is just having an inventory issue on it. But we do have a couple of the other products here that Suzanne was talking to you about today. Digestive enzymes and betaine HCl. So I want to talk to you a little bit about these two products. In the first step, when you digest your food, the first thing that happens when your food goes into your stomach, which as Suzanne taught us is right here under your left breast. The first thing that happens is that your body releases hydrochloric acid, and that starts to break down your food. That begins the digestion process. As we get older, a lot of us don't make the same amount of hydrochloric acid. How do you know if you don't have enough hydrochloric acid? Number one, you might get like burpy. Your food might come back on you. You might get those uncomfortable feelings in your chest, like when your food's coming back on you. That might be a sign that you don't have enough hydrochloric acid. So what Suzanne recommends is this betaine HCl with pepsin, which is the best kind that you can get. And you take one of these before you start eating. So you want to take it right before you start eating, take this. Now, some people may need more than one. If you're still having an issue, try taking 2 before your meal. If you feel any kind of a burn when you take this, then back off and go back 1. So like Suzanne has to take 3 because her hydrochloric acid production was damaged when she was doing radiation, when she had cancer in 2000. So that's the betaine HCl. That is your first step, the hydrochloric acid you need to break down your food. The second thing that you need to break down your food are digestive enzymes. And again, as we age, a lot of us don't make the same amount of digestive enzymes. We have digestive enzymes to break down every kind of food. Proteins, fats, carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, and you need a different kind of digestive enzyme to break down every one of them. So if you are no longer making proper digestive enzymes, that's where you're going to want to take this with your meal. So like halfway through your meal, take your digestive enzyme. Start with 1. That might be enough for you. If you're bloating, this might be enough for you to stop bloating. Like, oh, I didn't realize I didn't have digestive enzymes. And if you don't have enough digestive enzymes, the digestive enzymes, they take the nutrients out of your food and they put it in the parts of the body where it needs to go do its good work. So if your body can't break down those foods, you're not getting the nutrients either. So you might be eating good food and saying, how come I'm still not getting what I need? That was happening with my girls. It's like they weren't getting any protein, even though they were eating protein, but it was going into their systems not digested properly. The other thing we have for you is the prebiotic. So Suzanne's talked to you a lot about probiotics, which I mentioned we're temporarily out of stock right now, but it's on order and it's coming. And when it comes back, it's going to be in Gut Renew brand. So all of these supplements that you see in front of me, we are transporting over to the Gut Renew brand because they all help support a healthy gut. So you need that probiotic to turn around the ratio of good bacteria to bad bacteria in your gut. And we all have both, but most of us has too much bad bacteria. That's another reason that we can get bloaty or gaseous, or maybe our energy is off, or maybe you're not eliminating properly. It's all because you've got too much bad bacteria and not enough good bacteria. So when you take a probiotic, you're helping to change the ratio. You want more good bacteria than bad bacteria. Well, the way to make your probiotic work better is to take a prebiotic, because the prebiotic is the food that the good bacteria likes to eat. So how do you make the good bacteria more plentiful? Give them good food. The food is this prebiotic. And this is like a chewable, it's delicious. So that's what we want to do to help turn around that gut flora. This is our big, this is our big tutorial on the gut today. Will the Gut Renew bar take the place of a smoothie nutrition-wise? No, it will not, Amethyst Star. It is meant as like a good, healthy snack that you can have in between your meals. And it does have some of the Gut Renew, not as much as we get into a shake, but it has some Gut Renew in it. And it's just like a good, clean snack bar. So I love them. They're so delicious. We've got this peanut butter crisp, which is really good. It tastes like a chewy kind of candy bar-ish. The other one is it's called banana bread, and it's soft, and reminds me of banana bread. That's why we called it banana bread. But it has very, like the banana bread one just has a few ingredients like bananas and dates and gut renew and vanilla and honey. I think it's super clean. Judy wants a coffee smoothie. Have you done watermelon? Lisa, I haven't done I love using frozen watermelon just to make, I like to put a little lime in it and I freeze the watermelon and then just put a little lime and some fresh mint in there. It's so good, or fresh basil. But I don't know, I feel like the gut renew might be a little, not a mix for watermelon, but that's me. Try it. Tell me what you think. Christy said, agree, it really works. That's awesome. Dina, on the 30-day challenge, you mentioned we can snack on veggies. Would it be too much sugar to have some extra fruit as a snack? Dina, listen, if you're on the 30-day challenge, do what you need to do to stay on it. Because if you need to have a little extra fruit, that's fine. Because you're already limiting what you eat on the 30-day challenge. You get rid of gluten and sugar and dairy, and you get rid of a lot of things when you're doing that. So yes, if you need a little extra fruit, have it. I would find, I would try to stick to the vegetables first, and sometimes sometimes I needed a piece of fruit in the afternoon, or sometimes I'd have I'd put a can of tuna fish on my salad, because you got as many vegetables as you want. Sometimes I'm I'm just hungry today. And I would add a can of tuna or have some chicken on a salad at lunch before I would have my meal at night. Nancy said, I put black drops in my gut renew every day. Smart. They're wonderful for detoxification. They're available at SuzanneSummers.com too. Those are the BLK drops. Great for hydration, helps with nutritional uptake, and also helps with gut health. Your minerals are super important. So that's why we have so many minerals in gut renew, and you get even more with the BLK. We don't have humic and fulvic in gut renew, and you do get that in black drops. Jeannie, how do we order this? Go to SuzanneSummers.com, and you guys, the best price that you get on gut renew is this value size bag. But if you want even a better price, this is 30 servings, it's $99.99, which qualifies you for free shipping. But if you want an even better deal, you can sign up for auto ship, and then you get this bag home for $89.99. So now you're down to $3 a serving. And with all the good nutrition that we put in there, that really is our best deal. Some of you have asked me, well, if we go down to $89.99 on auto ship, then how do I get the free shipping? Because at free shipping, you have to hit $100 at SuzanneSummers.com. So what you can do if you want to sort of trick the system, order 2 bags and get it every other month. So order 2 bags and then set your delivery for every 2 months. That way you will spend $89 twice. So you're going to spend about $180 for 2 bags, and you'll get the free shipping. I have a gut renew smoothie every morning, and I've noticed I feel fuller than I used to. So now I eat later in the day. Oh, Gabrielle, that's awesome. Yeah, listen, I make myself a decent sized smoothie because I do use it as a meal replacement. I'm always running crazy and super busy in the day. So for me, if I can just make my smoothie, you saw me, it takes about 3 minutes to make it. And then at least I know I'm giving myself good nutrition, and I'm getting some protein because I'm a protein person. I really do better when I eat mostly protein and a lot of vegetables and fruit. I crave the snacky, salty carbs, that for me. I'm not a huge sugar person, but I do crave those salty, carby snacks. That's my little vice. But when I have gut renew,
because it satisfies me and it gets me full, and you've actually given your body good nutrition. That's the difference when your body stops the craving mode, when you've actually given your body nutrition. When we're snacking on all that stuff that just is empty calories and empty processed, God, it just like, it tastes good, so it kind of gets your taste buds going. But your body keeps asking for food because it's still hungry because you didn't give it any nutrition. So it's no wonder that we can go through like a whole box of crackers or chips or that kind of stuff. Do you have a pineapple recipe? Catherine, we do. We have a wonderful like pina colada recipe. It's pineapple and coconut milk and, is it frozen banana? It's this one on the cover. She's a cover girl. Let me find it for you. Suzanne she doesn't have an allergy to pineapple, she has an intolerance to it, which again, and I was talking about that food intolerance list. So this is the pina colada, and it has coconut milk, frozen pineapple, frozen banana, gut renew, and a little bit of ice if you want. It's delicious. It's also good, the pineapple is good with frozen mango too. I like that too. Deanna's jumping into order. That's awesome, Deanna. If there's anything in your cart that isn't already discounted, make sure you use that promo code. It's HEALTH25, and then you get 25% off. Linda said the peanut butter helps keep you full. Also, it's true. When I'm doing the 30-day challenge, it does. It just makes you feel very satiated. How can I use my gut renew until I have my smoothie ingredients? Let's see. Do you have coffee? Do you have, you can blend it with your coffee. Some people drink their coffee warm with it. It kind of tastes like a creamer. So you could try that. What else could you do with it? Do you have any ingredients? We've got to have something that you could put in there, Jim. Kirsia said, I add bananas, peaches, and spinach. Oh, that sounds good. Hi, Sermone, 64. She said she's been a fan of Suzanne and Alan's for a long time. Thank you. That's awesome. Joyce lives near Natick. Well, you can say hi to my sweet, sweet family. I still have some cousins and aunts and uncles there. Okay, more questions here. Does Suzanne have a zinc supplement? Yes, Sandy, zinc picolate. It is at SuzanneSummers.com. And do you like that's something you can get 25% off on today? Important one. Zinc is really important for your immune system. Is there a reason to add the gut renew after it's blended? Judy, I do that because sometimes I just find when I'm doing the shows, if I add it before, if I add it with the other frozen ingredients, it sticks to the side of the blender. And I like to make sure that it all gets blended into my smoothie because I want all those good ingredients. So I blend it up first, then I add it, and then it doesn't stick to the side of the blender. A lot of you are asking about my blender. It's a Wolf. It is, it's an expensive blender. I actually have been very happy with it. I've been drinking Gut Renew shakes twice a day for 2 weeks now. This is Pat. Much improved tummy. Still a couple of little issues, but I'm sure that's from the other junk I'm eating. I'm working on that. Not much appetite, so I never know what to eat. You know what, Pat? Give yourself a pat on the back for doing something good for yourself. So, you know, listen, it's a process to completely change your lifestyle. So that's the thing, if you can just start with adding Gut Renew, that's a great way to start. You know, my niece has been living in Italy for a year, and she came home and she was like, oh, I need Gut Renew. I'm starting on Gut Renew. And you know what? It's not that you have to completely get rid of everything you've been eating. Like, take one step. Then you might find, you know, other people who want that full gut makeover, you might find you want to jump in and do that 30-day challenge and just go like clean out everything. So up to you. Can you move the package of Gut Renew? I'm sorry, I didn't get that note sooner. You know, I always like to have gut renew in the shot, but sorry, it was obfuscating the blender. Are there any sweeteners in gut renew? Yes, this has organic stevia and vanilla in it. That's what we use to sweeten it. What's the recipe with gut renew with the beets in the book? Oh, Nicole, it's also a cover girl. It's this neon raspberry. So it's frozen raspberries, just like a quarter of a beet and coconut milk. And it just makes, it that beautiful, vibrant color. And I always think it's more exciting to eat something when it's really pretty. And that is certainly beautiful. Caroline, does it matter what meal you replace with gut renew? I have mine for lunch. Lori, totally doesn't matter. Just get those good nutrients into your system. So lunch is perfect. I usually don't eat breakfast. So for me, it's usually lunch. And then when I'm doing two, I'll have one for lunch and then I'll have one like early evening around now. Oh, Annetta just ordered her first gut renew last week. Can't wait till you get it. Jules Spencer said, my 12-year-old son is watching. Hi, Jules' son, 12. I wish I knew your name. He's a picky eater, but he said he'd drink this. I bet you will. And Jules, when he drinks it, make him whatever kind of fruit he likes, or if he likes chocolate with banana, whatever you think. But I'm curious to see how he likes it. We'd love to hear back from you. And listen, you're going to feel good about knowing that you can get some good nutrition into our kids, because, you know, I was looking at some of these recipes that people do where they like sneak a little bit of zucchini into their tomato sauce, or do you know how much spaghetti sauce you'd have to eat to get any kind of nutrition from that actual zucchini? It's hard to get enough nutrients into our kids. So if you can get 2 scoops of this into something that tastes really good and they look forward to drinking. I mean, my kids they never wanted to eat breakfast. They were not breakfast eaters unless it was, you know, a muffin, which, let's face it, it's cake. A muffin is cake for breakfast in a little individual serving. Pancakes, they're cake. Waffles, it's cake. I mean, it's flour and sugar and butter. It's the same thing. So if you can start yourself and or your kids off, it's just something that really makes your mornings fast and wonderful. If someone is not a smoothie drinker, what do you suggest? You know, Eve, my daughter's boyfriend, he puts it in water and shakes it up and drinks it because he just likes what it does for his system and his body. So if you're not a smoothie drinker, I mean, I don't think I would really enjoy it that way, but he's like, no, it tastes good. It tastes good. He was down in Mexico for a long time and the food supply there was just bad. And he had a hard time where he was confined in one particular area. So he just put it in water and he would shake it up and drink it. So maybe you try it with a little juice. Maybe you, or maybe you just try it with water. Try it with coffee. Does the recipe come with the first order of Gut Renew? Valerie, it depends on which kit you buy. Some of the kits it comes with, otherwise you can purchase it separately. Sometimes we do it as a gift. But today we have the 25% off as the gift. So Winston does coconut water, gut renew, collagen, wild blueberries, and fresh mint. Ooh, that sounds good, Winston. You might have to be on the recipe development team. Does it leave an aftertaste like most protein shakes? I don't think so. I mean, you know, I can't speak for everyone, but I can only tell you that it sells like crazy and people come back and they buy it and they buy it and they buy it and then they tell their friends about it because, you know, they feel not as gassy, not as bloated, their stomachs are getting slimmer. And listen, it's, you know, you have a lot of people here saying that they love the taste of it. Dawn has a Gut Renew smoothie every day. Gabrielle said, I have one. Her evening smoothies taste like dessert. That's smart. It's true. The coffee one, yes, it does. It tastes like a frap or a frap, you know, a frappuccino kind of thing. You put the coffee in it, you put some ice in there, you can add some almond milk. Add chocolate if you like it chocolate. A little bit of banana, a little bit of the frozen banana just gives it body. Or you can use the frozen blueberries too. You really can't taste the difference. So if you want a lower sugar option, I recommend the frozen blueberries. All right, you guys are awesome. I hope I got to most of your questions. Again, the chocolate gut renew will be coming out, I think by the end of August. So I hope you guys learned something about gut renew today. And again, it is really our best-selling product. Hi, Alexis. You're all talking about where to get frozen blueberries. Is there turmeric in it? Yes, there is turmeric in it, which is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. Georgina said, after taking so many antacids, they made me sicker. Gut renew has helped me a lot. I started in March. Georgina, I'm so glad to hear that. You know, a lot of people, when they get those symptoms, where they get discomfort in their chest and they get their food coming back on them and they're burping and they think they need an antacid, what Suzanne has taught us is that we usually need more stomach acid. We don't have enough hydrochloric acid to break down our food. So it's not the acid that's coming back on us. It's the lack of acid to break down our food. So then the food is stuck up there, right? So that's where you want to add the betaine HCl. And Suzanne's taught us a lot about that. And you might need digestive enzymes as well. We do have some of that in the gut renew, but some need extra. All right, you guys are the best. We are back on Wednesday with another show for you at 4 p.m. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys have a great night. Take care.